Good morning. So a couple of new things here today. Good morning, CJ. Good morning, Jeannie. First off, I have a new microphone. And it looks like the blue light's not on. Can you tell me? Can you hear me? Please let me know in the comments there. I got to get this set first. If I can't get the microphone working, then it says 2 blue lights, but I don't know. I thought there was supposed to be 3 blue lights. Anybody hear me? They're not checked in yet. Okay. Please be patient with me while we get this figured out. And if not, you can hear me. Okay, thank you. Good, that's all I need to know. Thank you, Jeannie. Okay, that was number one. I have a new microphone. Number two is, as you can see, that's gone. Okay, so yeah, I was talking with my daughter last night who had, by the way, she had a profound conversion over the last month, and thanks to all of your prayers and our example, amazing things truly are happening in the world, especially within the Trinitarian Theophany, the Guardians, OurLadyIsGod.com, and the like. So we were discussing and how it might be best to be clean-shaven and not look like the Jewish group, or the Orthodox, or the Greeks, or the this and that and the other thing. So I said that's fine. I was doing it because I was thinking that it was more godly, but I don't think it really matters one way or the other, but as a distinguishing cleanliness thing, and along with our exercise in our Trinitarian Guardian program, I think it's a good thing. So I will be shaving regularly again. Woohoo! All right. So let's begin. I have another little lesson on the money manipulation and the social order, and then we'll have Mass. And by the way, today is Tuesday, May 9th, 2023. Okay. One more thing. Can you tell me, Jeannie, if the volume is okay? I think I have an adjustment for that as well. Can you hear me okay as far as volume goes? I don't know how long the delay is. I know I'm putting all kinds of pressure on Jeannie today. And I can't read from that far away, so it takes a while for me to notice. All right, well, I'll get started. And if there's an issue, we'll find out, and I'll adjust. Nomine Deum, Matronum Nostrae, Deus inclusum Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. So this morning, let us place ourselves in the presence of God, and in Catholic contemplation, humbly adore the Trinitarian Theophany. most holy and adorable Trinity, one God and three divine beings, I believe that thou art here present. I adore thee with the deepest humility. I render to thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to thee. O my God, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me, and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank God for the many graces that we receive and offer our sufferings and ourselves up to the Trinitarian Theophany. O my God, I most humbly thank thee for all the favors thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in thy service. I consecrate to thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, O God, that there may be none that is not animated by thy love, or that would not tend to thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good, and let us beg of God the graces which are necessary to us. O my God, thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of thy grace. Deny me not thy grace, O God, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which thou forbiddest, to practice the good which thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please thee to send me. O God, Our Lady, Mother of God, I place myself under thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O my God, I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell. But most of all because I have offended thee, my God, who art good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve with the help of thy grace to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. Okay, before I start, I'm just going to check to see what you all said here. Okay, so that means that the microphone is not working, but it's using the phone mic. All right, so I'm going to try something. Hang on again. I'm going to lose you with the microphone for a second. Okay, so it's blinking, but it's not connected. Bear with me, I appreciate this. I thought I figured this out yesterday, but... Alright, so it's still blinking. Hang in there, we're going to try one more thing. I used a different cable yesterday. Let's see. Jeannie, thank you for helping me with this. Did it get quieter now? Is it quiet again? Or is it the same volume? let me know if you can. I can't tell. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to go back to the old style. Let me grab that while I'm here. All right, I think until I figure this out, I'm going to go back to the old style. So that's... All right, I don't want to play. I want to shut it off. Do-do-do. Okay, we're back on the old. I'm just going to go on the old one. I'll figure it out later. It's still working. It's just that Okay, the English monetary system and Ireland. Under the present monetary system, we in Ireland are suffering from the same evils as the people of England, but in an accentuated fashion. We have the same monetary system, but if I may use a popular expression, we are the tail of the dog. If the head and body of the dog are getting badly hit and are growling, the tail is getting a still worse deal and has far more reason to complain. We must not be misled by current phraseology, writes Professor O'Reilly in Money, into thinking that we have at present a separate currency which happens to be kept at parity with British currency. What we have is not parity, but identity, subject to separate book entry. This identity was disastrous for our farmers when the Bank of England, as we have seen, entered upon its deflationary process after the Great War. The nominal 5% on their bank loans became, in reality, 10%, owing to the decrease in the quantity of exchange medium. So they had to sell 2 animals instead of 1 in order to pay their interest. The consequences during the present war, the Second World War, are also very sad, owing to the fact that our currency commission or central bank may and must issue currency for internal purposes only if and when sterling is surrendered to them. Those who have a bullock or other animal to sell can secure English money and so obtain Irish exchange medium. But those who have only their labor to sell must go to England, where new English exchange medium is issued, in order to obtain it. Now it would take a long time to imbue most Irish men and women with communistic ideas in Irish surroundings, but in non-Catholic surroundings, with a paper like Irish Freedom giving them the communistic viewpoint on Irish affairs and world events, the situation is different. The morally inevitable consequences of the migration and return fit in well with the plans of the organized anti-supernatural forces in the world for the attack on the supernatural life of our country. I have dealt with this last matter briefly in my pamphlet, The Working Men's Guilds of the Middle Ages. Professor O'Reilly has frequently pointed out in the Standard that our central bank is powerless to control our price level. In May 1944 issue of Irish Freedom, the confiscation of church property and the denial of the right of acquiring property by inheritance were lauded as sound democratic principles. Wow. We need to bear in mind that revolutions against the Catholic Church and the Mass are not spontaneous uprisings of the people. They are movements prepared a long time in advance by the forces organized against our divine God and the supernatural life of grace. The art of revolution is that by which a small but well-organized minority compels an unwilling but unorganized majority to submit to the overthrow of the state. The method is the same today as it was in 1789 through 1793, namely the creation of the revolutionary atmosphere by the exploitation of existing grievances. There is a grievance ready to hand in our country in the failure of our successive native governments to deal with unemployment and emigration. Every effort will be made to canalize the discontent of the poor with this failure into revolt against religion and private property. It will be proclaimed loudly that only by a communist revolution can the full fruits of the Irish Rising of 1916 be reaped. It will be insisted that unemployment and emigration prove that the masses who made possible the success of the Rising have been betrayed. The functioning of the monetary system in Ireland has certainly contributed towards the growth of the conditions communists desire to see in view of their anti-supernatural designs. In the Two Nations book, when speaking of the American War of Independence, Christopher Hollis makes the remark that after a successful revolution, there is usually a second struggle to decide whether the independence is to be true independence or whether the financial system will reestablish over the new government the same control that it had exercised over the old. We in Ireland must bear in mind that the worldwide struggle to bring those skilled in manipulation of exchange medium into the place in states to which the hierarchical position of their art entitles them is part of the wider struggle for the integral return to the divine plan for order in the world. I'm going to leave it there. That's interesting. Because it's funny, not many people realize, but in the States, in the United States, the American Revolution was very similar. We did not get rid of the financial system. We the quote unquote fathers engaged in deals and contracts because they were Freemasons. With England and with the Freemasons at the bank over there. And we ended up getting hooked the same way that England had gotten hooked. Okay, so I think my microphone is good for now. I'll fix the new one and we'll get started with Mass. Let me see if there's anything else. And I don't know why it's such a long delay for messages. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured that there's probably a 5-minute delay. It's not instantaneous. And that's probably a technological thing that I can adjust as well. But in any case, let's begin Mass. I'm much better at priestly things than I am at technological things. But I'm not terrible. Deum vobiscum et quoque apud te. Oremus. O God, the Creator and Redeemer of all the faithful, grant to the souls of thy servants and handmaids the remission of all their sins, that they may obtain by loving prayers the forgiveness which they have always desired, who livest and reignest with thee, one God, forever and ever. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, hanc amacalatum hostium, quam ego indinius famulus tuos offeditibi Deum eum vivum et verum. Pro nobis peccatis et offensionibus et negligencies meis, et pro omnibus circumstantibus, sed pro omnibus fidelibus, quata locorum vivis aquae defunctis ut mihi edidis proficiedat salutem. Deum qui humanibus substantia dignitatem mirabilitur condidissia mirabilis reformaster de nobis spiritus aquae definimus Deum, eis divinitatis esse consortis qui immunitatis nostrae, et edinatis is particeps Deum Iesum Christum Filium, qui tecum vivet et reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Referimus tibi Deum calicem salutaris tuum dapacantis clementium, ut in conspecto divine maestatis tuae pro nostra, et otius mundi salute, cum adore suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contritus uscibi amarate Deum Iesum Christum, et sec fiat sacrificium nostrum in conspecto tuo hodie, ut gratia tibi Deum Matronum nostre et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni sanctificator Deum Matronum nostre et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et benedicere blata prosequendo recepere hoc sacrificium tuo sancto nomini preparatum. Suscipe Sancta Trinitas Sancta Oblationum, cum tibi ferimus a momum passionis resurrectionis et ascensionis Deum Iesum Christum, et in honorem Deum Matronum nostri et Papa Peter Sanctorum et Istolum et Omnium Sanctorum, ut idis proficiet ad honorem nobis audamat salutem, et ili pro nobis intercedere, videnter in celis, quorum amor imaginis interis, per indum Christum Deum nostrum. Orate, ut meum ec vestrum sacrificium acceptabile fiat per Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Suscipia Deum Iesum Christum sacrificium de manibus tui, sed laudam et gloriam nomini sui ad eternitatem, quoque nostrum totiusque ecclesiae suae sanctae. Deum vobiscum et quoque apud te. Sursum corda habemus ad Deum. Gratias agamus Deum nostrum, dignum et justum est. Te egitur clementissimi Mater et Pater, Deum Matronum nostre et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et Deum Iesum Christum Filium tuum Deum nostri sibilis sanctatis. Ut ecce tebe esse benedicas ex sanctam sacrificium illibata. In primis quae tibi ferimus pro ecclesiam tuum sanctam catholicam quam pacificare custodire ad honore et regere digniris tot orbe terrarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famulorum que tuorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering. We especially pray for Neil and Earl Lively, Maria Josephina Mose, Henry and Barbara, and Benedict Santa Croce. Pray for Mr. Nobody, Zenaida Luis and Amparo Cantu, Julian Galavis, Luis Antonio Cantu, Jenna, Lena, Aaron, family. Lori, Aaron, and family. Brittany and Alex Tafour and family. And all my family. We pray for Mr. Nobody to receive the funding and strength needed to complete the first Sedevacantist Catholic Council office in Monastery of Illinois. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion or transgenderism of any kind, anywhere, any place, or any time. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, and medium of exchange. We pray for courageous men to step forward as leaders of a Catholic society and to join the guardians of the Trinitarian Theophany. We ask that gay marriage be banned. We ask for a reversal of feminist ideology and a return to godly femininity. We ask that women cease working for Freemasons and corporations everywhere for all time. We ask that the women come to understand that raising traditional Catholic families is a very high ideal and necessary for sustaining a Catholic society. We ask that pornography and the OnlyFans platform be stopped immediately and forever. We ask for the conversion of all sinners trapped in a state of mortal sin, especially the ignorant. And we ask for the effects of the satanic Black Mass ritual held on June 29th, 1963, between the Vatican and the Masonic Mother Lodge in South Carolina, be reversed and the spell destroyed forever, and any spells destroyed. We pray for wisdom and patience on growing natural foods and animals for our best health. We pray for the elimination of all harmful radiation waves in our air and in our homes. We pray to shut down all particle accelerators, keep CERN shut down, close all gateways and portals, and AI pathways. We ask for successful and hasty court resolutions and outcomes for the Keller and Kendrick families. We ask also, and finally, that the Vatican cease its nonsense, as well as Francis, and return to the one true faith, the Catholic faith, the original Catholic faith. All these things we ask in accordance with God's holy and divine will. Et omnium circumstantium quorum tibi fides cognita est nota devotio, pro quibus tibi ferimus vercutiva vontox sacrificium laudis, pro se suisque omnibus pro redemptione animarum suarum prospe salutis et calamitatis suae. Tibi credum fotas sua eterna Deum vivo et vero. Communicantes et memorem venerantes in primis gloriose semper Deum matram nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium tuorum Papa Sancti Petri, et Sancti Lucia, et Sancti Jacinta, et Sancti Francisco, et Sancti Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum quorum meritis, pregibusque concedes ut in omnibus protectionis tuae monuam ad exilio perennium Christum Deum nostrum. Quam oblationem de Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibus consecratem acceptabile incrificere dignitis ut nobis corpum et sanguine fiat delictissimi fideium tuum Deum Iesum Christum. Qui pridie quam pater et ora cepit panem in sancta sacramentis manus suas. Et derivatis oculis in caelum ad Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum suum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens. Consecravit, frege dediquilum sui dicenza cipite, et mandacate ex hoc omnes. Hoc est enim corpus meo. Simini modo postquam ceremonias excipiens, et hunc preclaram calicem in sancta sacramentis manus suas item tibi gratias agens, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, consecrave dediquilum sui dicenza cipite et bibite ex omnes. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei mysterium fidei, que pro nobis et pro multis affondetur in remissionem peccatorum, et quotes confidigeritis mei malfacetis. Unde et memores Deum nostro virtuis et plebs tua sancta justum Christum fideium tuum, Deum nostro et tambe et passionis nec non et ben fedis resurrectionis, sed et in celos glorios ascensionis afferimus, preclare maestati duditus donis actatis, Supra quae perpetua auxere novotur respicieri digneris. Supplites teragamos, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, iube hec perfide per manus tuum, ut quod, ex accataris participatione sacrosanctum Deum Filium tuum, corpus et sanguinum subsumus omni benedictione celesti, et gratia Dei per amor per Deum Christum Deum nostre. We pray for the deceased. We especially pray for Rachel Lee, M.L.'s sister, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsis Deum et omnibum in Christum crescentibum locum refugere lucis et pacis, et ondo gesta proclamar per Deum Christum Deum nostrum, requiem hic omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivificas, benedictis et prestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso, est tibi Deum Matrum omnipotenti in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Deum, Matronam Nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum tecum, sanctum tuum in mulieribus. Deum Matronam Nostrae, Matram Deum Iesum Christum, ora pro nobis peccatoribus nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos quae sumus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, ab omnibus malis praeteritis presentibus et futuris, et intercedente beata et gloriosa saper Deum Matronam Nostrae, cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis da propitius pacem in diebus nostris, ut opim misericordiae Tui aduiti et peccato, simus semper liberi et a omni perturbatione securi. Periendum Deum nostrum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum Deum nostrum, qui tecum vivet et regnat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam. Pax Deum Iesum Christum sit semper vobiscum, et quoque apud te. Et commixtio consecratio corporis et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum, fiat accipientibus nobis in et salutem aeternam. Pax tecum, et quoque apud te. Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Deum Matronam Nostrae, operante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per mortem Tuam unu vivificasti, libera me per hoc sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinum Tuum ab omnibus iniquitatibus meis, et universis malis, et fac me Tui semper inharare mandatis, et atinum conseparare permittas, qui cum eodem Deum Matronam Nostrae et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, vivis et regnam aeternam. Perceptio corporis Tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego in unus sumere presimo non mihi proveniat, in judicium coronationem, sed pro Tua pietate prosit mihi et tutum et metis corporis, et ad medelem percipiendam, qui vivis et regnas cum Deum Matronam Nostrae in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem celestem accipiem, et nomen Deum Iesum Christum invocabo. Deum Matronam Nostrae non sunt dignius, ut Jesum te meis in tantum verbis sanctorum mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sunt dignius, ut Jesum te meis in tantum verbis sanctorum mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sunt dignius, ut Jesum te meis in tantum verbis sanctorum mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quid retribundam Deum Iesum Christum pro omnibus queritur mihi, calicem saitare secipiem et nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo. Laudans invocabo Deum matronam nostri et ab inimicis mei salvus ero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima meam. Corpus tuum Deum Iesum Christum custodiet animam tuam. Quodore subsimus Deum Iesum Christum. Firmente capiamus et immunere temperae fit nobis, remedium sempiternam. Corpus tuum Deum Iesum Christum cosum se sanguis competave herbis rebus meis e presta, ut in me non remenia scela la macula quem pura sancta revetiana sacramenta. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apate, oremus. O my Deum Iesum Christum, please pardon my sins and save me from the fires of hell. Please deliver all souls from purgatory, especially those in most need. And may the prayer of thy suppliants profit the souls of thy servants and handmaids, we beseech thee, O God, that thou mayest free them from all sins and make them sharers in thy redemption, who livest and reignest with thee, one God, forever and ever. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apate, ite missa est. Deum gratia. Patia tibi sancta Trinitam obsequem servitutis mea presa ut sacraficium coroculis tui maestatis in nus opteri tibi et atave miquet omnibus, pro quibus irut opteri seti miserante perpetuave et present Deum nostrum. Benedicat vos omnipotens Deum, Matronam et Filium et Spiritum Sanctum, Deum Matronam nostre, Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. I want to thank my son Ben for actually making it through Mass and able to receive communion. That was great. Let's conclude with morning prayers. And Jeannie, if you could just put in where you said this is perfect, did that mean that you could hear me with the new mic when I was back over there? That was my question. Okay. If you're still listening. O my Deum, Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I believe, I adore, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not adore, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most holy Trinitarian Theophany. I adore thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of God Jesus Christ, present in present here in reparation for the outrages, sacrileges, and indifference by which he himself is offended. And through the infinite merits of his most sacred heart and the immaculate heart of God our Lady, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Deum Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Again, thank you for coming, and have a great day. And let's see what are you looking for, Ben? You just liking all the pictures of God Our Lady and the Trinitarian Theophany? Thanks for coming. Great kid. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. And that'll be Wednesday. Okay. And please go and sanctify all those who you meet. And remember, doing the right thing is a great thing. Take care.